Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this October the 29th, 2025. I hope everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far, but it's a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the lower 48 and also the tropical weather outlook as well. And we're going to be taking a look at the next 2 to 3 weeks. And there could be something else developing down in the Caribbean, so we will continue. I will show you that at the end of the videos, and I will continue to monitor as we roll into November. But anyway, let's start off with the tropics here. You can see here is Hurricane Melissa right over the Bahamas Islands here. We'll continue to move on off to the north and east. Still got a lot of convection centered around the storm center. Has no eye wall in it, but it's still classified as a hurricane because it still had winds of around 90 miles per hour according to the National Hurricane Center advisory at 5 p.m. We'll show you the forecast cone in just a few minutes as well. Alright, also we got another tropical wave here. Need to monitor that. If it gets over into the Caribbean Sea, something else could form off of that wave. We will continue to monitor that also. You can see we got some scattered activity over South America, Central America, more activity over in the Eastern Pacific, but you can see it kind of calming down a little bit. This little system here could spin up into something over in the Eastern Tropical Atlantic as well, so we'll continue to monitor that and see if anything does. I got some more atmospheric river will continue to push on into southwestern Canada and also affect Washington, Oregon State later on down the road. We got an upper level low spinning over portions of the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley, bringing some precipitation to the southern and southeastern U.S. This will bring some windy conditions and some heavy precipitation to the northeastern and mid-Atlantic region. Also some shower activity across the southeastern area tonight into early Thursday morning. Alright, we got another system here moving into the middle country. You can see from North Dakota back toward Idaho and northern Nevada. Now we'll continue to swing on off toward the east and affect mainly northern areas of the USA. Alrighty, so let's move on to the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. You can see here the current position of the storm right in the middle of the Bahamian Islands at 5 p.m. this afternoon. Should be a little further to the north. Right now you can see there are hurricane warnings in effect for the Bahamian Islands. Also up here for Bermuda as well, and got some tropical storm warnings around the Turks and Caicos Island. Alright, if you're tracking the system at home, it's located near latitude 22.9 north, longitude 74.8 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 90 miles an hour with higher gusts, and moving this to the northeast at 16 miles per hour. Classified as a hurricane with winds of 74 to 110 miles per hour. Would not be surprised this thing could ramp up to a Category 2 hurricane. Right now it's a Category 1 right now, but it may increase to a Category 2 as we continue to head toward Bermuda. But then as it passes past Bermuda, it should remain to a Hurricane 1 and 2 fluctuation, and then become a post-tropical cyclone by Saturday, and it move on into the northern tropical Atlantic by then. Alright, Spaghetti-O models. Here are the Spaghetti-O models. You can see right here in the Bahamian Islands, all the way into the northern tropical Atlantic. Bermuda's right here. It's going to move to the west, but you're going to get some hurricane conditions, and it moves on up here in the northern tropical Atlantic, up here around Iceland areas as well. Alright, intensity guidance. Right now it has about 80 knot winds equal to 90 miles per hour. Models do take it up into a Category 2. One even takes it into a Category low end Category 3. Could not rule that out again before it even approaches Bermuda, because there is some warm water still where these other systems kind of stirred up the waters earlier this hurricane season. Still has a little bit of fluctuation in temperature guidance that still could ramp it up to a Category 2. Could even be a Category 3, but then they dramatically dropping off into a tropical storm as it moves over colder waters over the northern tropical Atlantic. So alrighty, so here's your tropical update. We'll take a look at the next 2 to 3 weeks toward the end of the video. Make sure you stick around and watch that. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also, like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see we got some mixed precipitation over here around along the Canadian-U.S. border in the North Dakota. Got some shower activity in North Dakota to Minnesota to northern Wisconsin, northern Michigan, around Lake Superior, South Canada. More shower activity for northern Georgia, western North Carolina to Tennessee to Ohio, southeast Canada around Lake Huron, eastern Michigan, central Michigan as well, over toward Ottawa, Toronto, Canada, northern portion of Maine, and also over portion of New Brunswick. Thunderstorms and showers from central Maine all the way to northern North Carolina, central North Carolina, Outer Banks, coastal waters, stretching over to West Virginia, Pennsylvania, D.C., Delaware, up to New York State as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday, and you can see on the screen north of the NOAA logo there is Hurricane Melissa. Alright, now let's see if we can roll on into your Friday forecast now and take a look at it. We got some shower activity out west, Washington, Oregon State, coastal waters, central Washington State, northern Oregon. Mixed precipitation in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Montana, right along the Canadian-U.S. border. Once again, through over here as well, through North and South Dakota, portion of Minnesota. Mixed precipitation in West Virginia, also New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, portion of Maine, southeast Canada. Then we got shower activity from over here in North Dakota through Minnesota, Wisconsin, up here around Lake Superior, Lake Huron to Michigan, to northern Ohio, to Pennsylvania, to Rhode Island, to Maine, to New Brunswick. Also in portion of New York State as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches, warning, advisory map you're locating across the nation. And we have coastal flood statements up here around New Jersey, Delaware, Eastern Virginia. Flood watches there as well. You can see the tropical storm warnings, hurricane warnings in the Atlantic coastal waters. Small craft advisory, gale warning from Maine to the east coast of Florida, west coast of Florida to the east coast of Mexico. We have wind advisories in a little pocket up here in western Virginia. More wind advisories in areas of Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas, and also in portions of Montana as well. We got frost and freeze products stretching from areas of Missouri to Kansas, Nebraska, to Oklahoma, to Texas, over toward New Mexico and southeast Arizona. Red flag warnings to the south in central and south Texas. We got some heat advisories over Southern California, and one red flag warning in Southern California. We got some high wind warnings and special weather statements in the Montana regions as well. We got smoke craft advisory, gale warning for Southern California, Washington State, and got some hydro issues over western Washington State as well. Hawaiian Chain Island looks good. Freezer spray warnings in the blue to the north. We have some purple here. It's storm warnings across southern Alaska, and smoke craft advisory, gale warning for the remainder of Alaska. Alright, now let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day number 2, which is your Thursday. General thunderstorm from Burlington all the way down to Watertown to Charleston, West Virginia, portion of eastern North Carolina. There's a marginal risk for the Outer Banks, stretching toward Virginia Beach, Richmond, Virginia, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, and Philadelphia, and surrounding areas. Alright, let's take a look at the tornado probability. We have a tornado probability 2% up here around Philadelphia to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, eastern North Carolina as well. Damaging winds 5%. Large hail less than 5% all areas. Alright, here's the tropics. Global tropic models valid November 5th through 2025 through November 11th, 2025. You can see drier than normal over here in portions of the Atlantic toward the Leeward Island toward Puerto Rico. But there's that 20% chance of development right here in the southwestern and western areas of the Caribbean Sea, where something could form there. Even got some slightly higher precipitation chances there as well. Dry across the U.S., portions of the East Coast looking near normal. A little bit heavy precipitation over here across South America. Alright, week 3 valid November 12th through 2025 through November 18th, 2025. There's that development again, once again down in the Caribbean. 20% chance in the western and northwestern areas of the Caribbean for possible tropical development. Even got higher slight chance of heavier precipitation there as well. Same over portion of South America, northern South America into the MDR region, some below normal precipitation there as well. Alrighty, so this is the 2 areas we need to continue to watch through the month of November. in the western Caribbean Sea, where something could form over the next 2 weeks. So we'll continue to monitor this and see what happens, and see if the National Hurricane Center highlights an area of interest in the Caribbean Sea across the central and western areas of the Caribbean. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful, what is it, folks? Wednesday, hump day. And also, make sure you like these videos, share these videos, and we'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening, folks. Take care. And also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.